And we're back for our daily NBA best bets here on the channel for Thursday, November 20th. Obviously, tomorrow is the NBA Cup, so that means we only get 4 games today, better than the 3, 2, or 1 games we've gotten in the past. 4 games today prior to the NBA Cup, so that means none of these teams are obviously playing tomorrow. We got the Clippers going on the road to take on the Magic. Ooh, what a game. Kings going to Memphis to take on the Grizzlies. Sixers and Bucks, all right. Hawks, Spurs, no Trae Young, no Victor Wembanyama, no Vassell, no Castle. Okay. Anyways, I think Vassell's not playing. Regardless, we've got 4 games today, 5 best bets. We're going to double up on 1 game and do a player prop and a money line / spread in that game. And then, of course, we'll have 1 bet for the other 3 games each. Before we get into the video, folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily NBA best bets here on the channel. How about Nikola Vucevic yesterday? Vucci main, man. I was getting scared, not gonna lie. I was about to you're about to hear a whole different approach to the Chicago Bulls going forward. I've been the biggest Bulls guy recently. You were gonna hear a different approach today if Vucci main didn't hit that shot. I was about to go off on Billy Donovan for his rotations, but you know what? It worked. Bulls win. Blazers suck, okay? Great win for the Bulls. Big time. Let's have a better day today, though. Again, folks, if you haven't done yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more daily NBA best bets here on the channel. Earlier today, we posted our college basketball best bets, so go make sure to check that out. Also on the channel, college football predictions, NFL predictions, both of which are linked in the description down below. And on Greedo Plays MMA, we have our UFC Fight Night Qatar full card predictions. Arman Tsarukyan taking on Dan Hooker in the main event. We'll have our best bets for that card later today. Predictions are already out. Let's do it now. First of 5 best bets today for this NBA slate. Kicking things off in Orlando, Florida at the Kia Center, I think. The Orlando Magic hosting the Los Angeles Clippers. Give me Nick Batum over 4.5 points. Yeah. I'm serious. This is the best prop in this game. It's by far the best prop we get. Last 5 games for Batum, last 6 games for Batum, he's 5 for 6 on this line. Since Batum has been forced to play way more minutes than he signed up for, like this is the prime example of you find yourself way more valuable at work than you thought you were going to be. That's what Batum is now. Oh, Kawhi's out. Oh, here comes more minutes for Batum. Oh, Derek Jones is out too. Oh. Even more minutes for Batum. He's getting anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes a night. Tell me Unk can't score 5 points. He can score 5 points. Primarily, too, more so because Batum's only shot's a 3-pointer. That's pretty much all he shoots all game long. He's got 2 threes. And obviously, we have the luxury and obviously the added bonus of, maybe he hits a 2 or whatnot, right? Because we'll take a layup, down court layup, and then we just got to hit 1 3. That's, by the way, why I'm not taking his over 3s and just taking the points instead. 5 points. That's all I'm asking out of you, Batum. You average 4 points a night, but recently when you've actually gotten minutes because Kawhi out and now Derek Jones out, easily he's been a 7.5 points per game average guy. We'll take it. I'm not joking when I say, but the only shot Batum takes is a 3. He does not take another shot. Like, unless he's wide open underneath the basket, Batum sits in the corner, and eventually Harden will, do his thing, top of the key. Here comes Zubac for the screen. They double. They, rotate a guy over. You double Harden with the pick man, obviously pick man and Zubac's man. And the situation, I guess, for Orlando. Okay, now we're gonna send, on-ball defender on Batum to, double, or I guess, play on Zubac, which that'll probably be Franz Wagner tonight. And okay, now open Batum in the corner, or you leave open Chris Dunn. Actually, you take Chris Dunn's guy. That's more likely. You take Chris Dunn's matchup, have him sit underneath Zubac. Okay, Dunn's open. Oh, again, we rotate. Now there's a guy in Dunn's face. Kick corner, Batum 3, bang. That's how it's gonna happen tonight. I mean, I'm serious. It's going to be a double on the top at the top of the key. Dunn's guy leaves. Dunn's guys vacate. Dunn's guy, my goodness, it's a tongue twister. Dunn's guy vacates. Harden kicks it to Dunn. Dunn now gets a wide open Batum after they rotate again. Corner 3, there's one. Second one, he'll find a way eventually. And he's guaranteed to hit 1 3. So he does pretty much every single game. Can we get a second? Usually. I mean, look, 3 for 7 in his last game against Philly, 11 points. 2 for 4 against the Celtics, 6 points. Dallas game double overtime, 1 for 5 from 3, but does score 7 because he had a shot that was not a 3-pointer and then also got to the line for 2 free throws. Game before that against Denver, played 22 minutes, scores 6 points, 2 threes. That's all we need. That's really all we need tonight. It's not like Orlando's some defensive juggernaut anymore. They've abandoned their old philosophy of, oh, we're just going to grind you out and win a low scoring game. We've talked about it so many times. They push a pace now. They don't really slow the ball down anymore, which is fine. I mean, cool. No Banchero tonight, which changed things up a little bit. I mean, not that much though, because again, it's not like Batum. Here's the thing: like we can discuss matchups and say, oh, okay, well, no Banchero tonight. Let's see who guards Batum. How's that going to affect things? It doesn't when Batum's only shots. The only shot Batum is going to take is when the shot clock's about to expire, or he's wide open. And he's going to get left open a couple times because the Magic, I mean, they're looking at a guy who's averaging 4 points per game. Oh, so what if he hits his 2 threes? That doesn't really concern Orlando. What does concern Orlando tonight is how do we stop James Harden? How do we stop Zubac? We know Chris Dunn's not going to score, but we have to obviously can't leave him wide open. But we know Dunn's not going to score. We know, John Collins, he's athletic. Bogdanovich off the bench will score, but he's not in this. He doesn't usually play on the court at the same time as Batum does, because they'll take Batum off for clutch minutes for Bogdanovich. They do come off the bench, but again, Bogdanovich comes into the game way earlier, and then by the time Bogdanovich is playing most of his, playing most of his shift. That's a hockey term, but regardless, then he's coming off. Batum's coming on. They don't. Again, it's not that big of a concern. Regardless, we'll see who the fit starter is tonight. Again, more recently, they have been going, obviously, to Harden and Dunn, and then they throw in Kobe Sanders, who is from Nevada. Batum, though, still is going to play the most minutes off the bench other than Bogdanovich. I'm not concerned. He's going to get shots. And yes, I can't believe in the big 2025 we're picking a Nick Batum over points prop. It's just so extremely low, and what Harden does opens up so many guys. And partially it's what the Clippers have constructed with now obviously no Bradley Beal as well. It's a team that is just reliant on James Harden. So somebody's got to step up and make a play. I'm not telling you Batum's going to make the plays that's going to win them the game. I don't expect that at all. But he can score 5 points. Batum minus 135. On to our second best bet. I'm done. I'm already sick talking about the Clippers, guys. It's such a bad basketball team, and they've given the Thunder. The Clippers are the reason the Thunder are going to have Darren Peterson next season. Or AJ DeBonsta. Or Cam Boozer. Imagine that team right now. Lou Dort's got to become a free agent. Oh no, you lose Lou Dort. Yeah, welcome in DeBonsta to play the 3 instead. Thanks, Clippers. You've ruined the league. No, I don't dislike the Thunder at all. Of course, if you've watched the channel, you know how much I respect SGA and that team. Anyways, on to our next best bet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've got some, must-watch television tonight in the association. Now, the next couple games aren't bad. These two. Kings Grizzlies. So we had a 4-10 are the Clippers? I mean, they're really bad. I think it's 4-10, right? Yeah, we had a 4-10 Clippers team versus a 8-7 Magic team. And now we get the 4-11 Grizzlies versus the 3-12 Kings. Okay. So here's the thing. I know the Eastern Conference as a whole is nowhere near as good as the West is, obviously, because you look at the West right now and you see, 6 title contenders. Obviously, OKC is the title contender, and then you get Denver. They could very plausibly win it. I don't think they're going to get past OKC, but regardless, Thunder, Lakers, obviously, look great with LeBron back. Rockets, Spurs with Wemby active and whatnot. Timberwolves can be there in that conversation as well. Can't forget about the Warriors. The Warriors are going to be alive as well. And then, you look at the East, and it's like, all right, there's a lot of teams that record-wise aren't bad, but none of these teams are contenders. Now, the thing about the West is now that is weird. Really, you have 7 good teams in the West. And, I know, last season, Dallas was a threat, right? The Clippers were viable. They're not viable this year. How about, Memphis is alive. They're the 8 seed. This year really feels like 7 teams. OKC, Denver, Houston, Los Angeles, San Antonio, Minnesota, Golden State. So, what we're going to be getting for the first time, I believe, in a while in the Western Conference is a dog crap plan. Where a team like Memphis, Sacramento, they can still get in. Because guys, believe it or not, those 4-10 Clippers I dog on all the time, they're 1 game out of the play-in right now. The Utah Jazz at 5-9 are in the play-in. So again, for the first time in a very long time, we are going to get a bad Western Conference play-in this year. Where the Warriors will probably be 7, and that can change. It'll probably be San Antonio. San Antonio or Minnesota will be 7. They'll easily win their first game. And then you're going to get OKC playing a bummy Utah Jazz team. They're probably not. The way Utah scores, maybe they'll get a bummy Utah Jazz team in the first round. Will OKC, and everyone else is just in dogfights. That's why getting the 1 seed here is going to be huge, because there's going to be 7 good teams in the playoffs. And there's going to be 1 team that is, Polar Bear in Arlington, Texas. Regardless. Memphis and Sacramento, for as bad as they've started, they're actually not out of it, which sounds crazy to say, but it is the truth. Now, Sacramento, and I don't know if I'm talking about being out of it 15 games into the season, but I mean, if you're 3-12, you don't expect your season to go anywhere. Sacramento, guys, if Sacramento won 3 games in a row, they'd be in a play-in spot. It's unbelievable. They've been losers in the last 7 games. Russell Westbrook's trying his hardest to carry this basketball team at times. Obviously, Levine still does a lot of the scoring. I don't know when Sacramento is just going to blow this up. I don't know. Russ is playing well. Okay, send Russ to... Where would Russ want to play? What team would want Russ? I don't know. Send Russ to Orlando. There. Get rid of Sabonis. Probably Warriors. Levine. I don't know. DeRozan. I don't know who'd take those guys. Someone will take those players. What my point with all this is not working for the Kings. And no Sabonis tonight, by the way. Sabonis is out. Keegan is approaching a return date soon. He's with the Stockton Kings right now over in the 209. Shot Nick Diaz Army. But it seems, again, no Murray. I think Sabonis hasn't officially been ruled out, but I don't think he's going to play. Didn't play yesterday, so maybe he plays today. But ultimately, guys, the Grizz are winning this game. I took a long time to get to Grizzlies are winning. Why? What team played yesterday? Exactly. Sacramento played yesterday. And sure, they played a basketball game that they really only needed to play 3 quarters in because they played the Sacramento Kings, or they played the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I know the Grizz are without their 2 best players tonight. No Jackson, no John Morant. My key always with Memphis as well is they're competitive if Ja's in the lineup. If Ja is active and he's playing, I can get behind Memphis and taking them to win a basketball game. Well, now no Ja, Aaron, and Jaren Jackson. I'm telling you, that's just how bad Sacramento is, especially Sacramento on a second night of the back-to-back. Memphis will win this game. Cedric Coward will score a bunch of points. Santi Aldama will have to start tonight. That's fine. I'm telling you, Aldama's going to score 20 plus tonight. Cedric Coward's going to score about 25-ish. Edie's going to do his thing. KCP is going to turn back the clock and hit a couple threes. And the Grizz are going to win this basketball game. Is it my favorite bet? No, it's not. There are going to be 2 other money lines I'd rather play over this. But it is one of the best bets. Ultimately, because we are not given too many options today for the best bets. It is the 5th best bet today. I'll say that now. Because also I would not spend my time watching for 2.5 hours a 4-11 Grizzlies team take on a 3-12 Kings team. I just got better things to do. Better games to watch, honestly. But regardless, I'll take Memphis. Bet per game, yeah, the best bet in this game is Memphis 135. Would I take it over a bet like this? No. Ryan Rollins over 2.5 3-pointers. So, this is the game, by the way, we're going to do 2 best bets for. So, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, in my opinion, the best game of the day. I understand there's injuries involved, but hell, there's injuries in every single game, right? This is a bad day in the NBA, man. There's an all-star at every single team today that's not playing. Is that not crazy? I just got to confirm, hold on, someone with Philadelphia, because you never know with this guy. I'm just assuming Embiid's not playing. I haven't checked it yet. Okay, I don't think he's playing. Okay, so yeah, there's an all-star out on every single team tonight. That's insane. No Kawhi for the Clippers and Beal, but no Kawhi, no Banchero for the Magic, no Ja, no Jaren Jackson, no Sabonis, likely, no Embiid, no Giannis, no Trae Young, no Wembanyama. We are missing 8 all-stars tonight. I mean, the NBA is dreading this one tonight. They got to promote these games in the socials tonight. They got to put the Spurs, the Wemby-less Spurs versus the Trae Young-less and potentially Porzingis-less Hawks on NBA TV tonight. Ooh, they're dreading that one. Anyways, though, the first best bet in Milwaukee versus Philadelphia will be Ryan Rollins over 2.5 3-pointers. And you might ask why we're now looking at Ryan Rollins. Because, guys, Ryan Rollins is the number 1 option now. Yep. Ryan Rollins has found himself as the number 1 scoring option for the Milwaukee Bucks. A guy who struggled to make a roster and struggled to get consistent playing time in Golden State and Washington, hell, his early years of Milwaukee, is now the number 1 option for the Milwaukee Bucks. That's absurd. So Giannis Antetokounmpo plays their last game, obviously, for the Bucks against Cleveland. They lose by 12 points. Giannis comes out of the game in the second quarter, only plays 13 minutes. And now it's been revealed Giannis is out, 1 to 2 weeks, I believe? How far will Milwaukee fall? We're about to find out. I mean, this is when people are going to fully understand what the Bucks are. And you know what, honestly, I don't think there's much, finding out to do. I think everyone understands what the Milwaukee Bucks are in 2025 and 2026. It is all Giannis Antetokounmpo. But you know what? Maybe star player Miles Turner will start chucking up a bunch of threes and making them because he's making the most money on this team other than Giannis. Or, so I can stop hate watching this team, is it time for Victor Oladipo? Is it time? I know he's only played 2 games with the Herd. It might be time. It might be time for Oladipo to finally get a shot. Just saying. It's not going to happen yet, but it legitimately might happen soon. I don't know. It might happen soon. He's playing well so far in the G League, so I'm just saying. Regardless, and I know I'm seeing some Bucks fan pages talking about, there's a chance Oladipo might be back. Like Oladipo, this Giannis injury might be Oladipo's shot. I think it's going to be. So, guys, I've said this too. The second Oladipo gets promoted to the active roster, I'm going to be cheering for the Milwaukee Bucks every single night. I need to see my favorite player succeed. So, yeah. I need it so bad. Regardless, for now, Ryan Rollins is the number 1 option. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Oladipo is going to be the number 1 option when he comes back. Okay, Oladipo is going to be a bench guy when he comes back. But still, I'm gonna, I need to buy a Cream City Oladipo jersey. I don't think they wear those anymore. But anyways, if they do, I'm gonna find one and buy one. Regardless, I'm taking the Bucks here. I'm taking Ryan Rollins here over 2.5 3-pointers because there's nobody else who can score on this team. So once Giannis went out, it was all Ryan Rollins. Rollins shot 22 shots for the Bucks, scored 29 points and hit 5 3-pointers and attempted 10 of them against Cleveland again in Giannis's absence. He's the entire team now. And even with Giannis in the lineup, Ryan Rollins was already shooting 1 million threes. Against the Hornets, he went 4 for 6, I guess, in back-to-back games, 2 for 4 against Dallas, 3 for 6 against Houston, 4 for 6 against Chicago. But as soon as Giannis comes out of the lineup, obviously you need Ryan Rollins to start shooting the 3 ball because the Bucks, and if you've watched the Bucks play, you know what they are. It's all right, Giannis is going to attack. If they double or if, you get smothered inside in the paint, kick. Because that's why you have AJ Green, you have Gary Trent, you have Ryan Rollins, you have Miles Turner. They all can shoot. Let Giannis do his thing, and okay, if it doesn't work, bang, corner 3. It's just, now someone else has to create. They're not, you're not, look at who the Bucks are starting. You're not going to have AJ Green make for himself. Kyle Kuzma's not going to make. Miles Turner, obviously not. Gary Trent's not going to score off the dribble much. Bobby Portis won't. Cole Anthony won't. It's Ryan Rollins. Legitimately, he's going to start averaging about 20-something points per game when Giannis is during this Giannis absence, obviously due to injury. I don't know what the official injury is for Giannis. I think is it a calf or is it an ankle? It's a left groin strain, not even close. Regardless, though, multiple week injury for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks are going to start to lose some basketball games, but you know who has to step up? Ryan Rollins. So here's the thing, guys. Until Giannis returns, or in the Giannis injury, you're going to see this Ryan Rollins line climb so much higher than this. In terms of points and 3-pointers, I think the points line's 22.5 tonight. Okay, well, if he's going to score, so if Vegas expects him to score 23 points, guys, over half the shots Ryan Rollins takes is from the 3-point line. So, yeah, say he takes, let's say 24 shots. Let's make this even. Vegas expects Rollins to shoot about 24 shots tonight. Given, again, converting his percentages to the points scored. Okay, 24 shots for Ryan Rollins tonight. The odds should tell us he's going to shoot 12 3-pointers out of those 24 shots. You telling me he can't shoot 25% from beyond the arc? Ryan Rollins in the month is a 47% 3-point shooter. This season he's a 46.5% 3-point shooter. He'll find a way to bury three 3-pointers. I feel very confident about it. Ryan Rollins over 2.5 threes at -135. On now to our next bet for this game. We're taking the Philadelphia 76ers to beat the Milwaukee Bucks. While there may be uncertainty with an injury like Domantas Sabonis, but potentially Kristaps Porzingis tonight, we don't know if those guys are really playing or not. I'll get to Porzingis and the Hawks in a second. And with the Sixers too, I don't know if Embiid's going to play. We do know for a fact Giannis is not playing. And while I do believe Ryan Rollins is going to shoot a lot, and Ryan Rollins will score a lot, he will be the only driving force tonight for Milwaukee. He'll be the only guy putting up numbers for the Bucks. Philadelphia, I know again yesterday, lost to Toronto at home. We expected that to happen. I think the Sixers win tonight instead. I get it's the second night of a back-to-back, and I hate always taking teams on second nights. They're playing Milwaukee. And the Bucks without Giannis is legitimately one of the worst teams in the NBA. Giannis has, I don't want to say he's the least amount of help in the league, because the Bucks are built, and this is why they're gonna be so bad without him in this stretch, is because they're built. The team, again, on paper, you look at the guys in the team, and again, if you like loaded the Bucks into 2K and looked at all their overalls, you said, what the hell is this? You know? But the guys on this team are put in this lineup and put on this roster to accompany Giannis and help Giannis, right? Because you're not going to get a player on the Bucks who can't shoot a three-pointer. Kuzma's the closest to that, but Kuzma will still try him, you know? But, like, all these guys are put here for a reason. They're not, again, there's no second star, obviously. Middleton was here for years. Obviously, they moved on. Obviously, you had Dame just last season before he went to Portland to obviously rehab and then come back next season. But everyone here is put on this team because of Giannis. Take Giannis away, what are they now? It's a bunch of shooters. No one can really play make and set everything up. It's gonna have to be Ryan Rollins. So again, that's why I love the Rollins line tonight. I think pretty clearly he's going to hit it, but it's gonna take some ironing out. I mean, there's going to be some kinks in the armor right now. And okay, how do we set up? How do we get guys open? Okay, we know Rollins can score off the dribble. Nobody else really can. So how do we get Miles Turner involved? How do we get Kuz involved? How do we get AJ Green involved? How do we, get going now with Gary Trent, who's probably going to be the fit starter tonight, I would assume, right? Or maybe it's Portis. It might be actually, no, I think it has to be Trent, I think. They'll slide Kuz to the 4. Yeah, probably. Regardless if it's Trent or Portis, neither of those guys are, going to, go in and out, drive to the hoop. It's just not going to happen, right? Philadelphia, again, I don't think they're that great. I think they beat Milwaukee here. I know we picked against them yesterday. I've always said, there's only so much Maxey can do, and Maxey still played the best anybody did on Philadelphia last night, but only scored 24 points. Now, I think unlocking Jared McCain, there's a reason I keep talking about Jared McCain. It's for a reason. Unlocking Jared McCain is going to be crucial for this team. And although he only scored 5 points last game, he finally scores his first buckets, or his first points in general of the 2025-2026 season for a guy who was on pace to win the Rookie of the Year easily at the time of his injury last season. The fact that now he's, early in the year he was playing, 8 minutes, shooting the ball 3 times and not hitting any of them. I don't care he went 2 for 7 last game. The fact that he's willing to pull the trigger now and start shooting is absolutely massive. Confidence is back, went to go play for the Delaware Blue Coats. The fact that he just scored 5 points, again, you could see the relief, kind of, I don't know, Jared McCain, it's trolling half the time, it feels like, but, he got all giddy after he finally made a shot, hit a 3-pointer later in the game, scored 14 points. Don't know why Scotty Barnes blew him a kiss. That was a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, maybe McCain and Barnes are like boys. It's like, I think Scotty Barnes is like 4 years older than Jared McCain. Yeah, and maybe they're boys, but to my knowledge, and McCain's a California guy. Barnes is always in Florida. I don't think they've crossed paths ever. I could be wrong. Was that not weird? Middle of the play too. I don't know. A little odd. Anyways, regardless though, I do believe that the Sixers could win this game, and I think Jared McCain playing slightly better is going to help, because eventually he's going to start, fully finding his shot again and finding confidence again. Maxey only 24 points last night. That sounds like a down night for Tyrese Maxey, I understand. Edgecombe with a inspirational 21 points like that. We need that out of him, an inspiring 21 points is what I should say. Drummond and his new 3-ball didn't hit last night, but did obviously secure stuff on the glass. Quentin Grimes was big off the bench. Again, we shall see if Joel Embiid plays. It's always a mystery with Embiid. Is he going to play? Is he not? Paul George was supposed to play last night. Didn't. But it makes me think he's probably going to play the second night of a back-to-back, right? So we should get Paul George. We'll see if we get Embiid. Obviously, Kelly Oubre out for multiple weeks. We'll see about Joel. Again, you never know about Joel. Trust the process, right? Eventually, he'll make an Eastern Conference Finals, right? No. Anyways, going Philadelphia. I know, again, they are a banged-up bunch. We know for a fact Oubre's not going to play. Regardless of Embiid or George go. I think even if both those guys don't play, obviously I'm still very fine with Philadelphia. Because the loss of, and this is nothing against Embiid or Paul George, but the loss of Giannis is 10 times what a loss of Embiid and Paul George can be for Philadelphia. Because Philadelphia has gotten by without Embiid for quite a bit, and Maxey is enough of his own star to start scoring it. Edgecombe's done a great job in his rookie year so far as well. Again, his best game in a while was last night. Milwaukee is nothing without Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's going to start showing. Again, for these next 2 weeks, Milwaukee's going to pile up a bunch of losses. They're going to be big underdogs. Trust me on this one. It's going to be Philadelphia on the road to win on the second night of a back-to-back. Minus 130 for the Sixers, beating the Milwaukee Bucks. On to our final best bet of the video, we go to San Antonio, Texas, to the Frostbank Center for the San Antonio Spurs and the Atlanta Hawks. Just win, man. Somehow, the Hawks just one of these teams, they just find ways to get it done. I know last time I said that it didn't work, okay? I did not think Cade Cunningham was coming back for that Hawks-Pistons game. I'll say that outright. I didn't expect Cunningham to play. Pistons win. It's okay. All right, Atlanta went on that long West Coast trip, won every single game, and the NBA says, yeah, get your ass back on the road. You come back for one game, you're on the road for a whole week, out in, LA, Sacramento, Utah, Phoenix. You come back home for one game, you're home for 2 nights in general. Yeah, get your ass back on the road. Go to San Antonio. Go to New Orleans right after as well. Oh, you come back for a home game against the Hornets? Yeah, nice. Go to DC right after. I mean, this is a horrible travel schedule for the Hawks. I get it. Like, a trip from Atlanta to Texas is not that long, but I mean, they're not giving these guys multiple home games. This is actually ridiculous. I mean, seriously, that's crazy. Yeah, 2 road games, and then, okay, back home for one, get your ass to DC. Go up north. Insane stuff. You're back home for one game against the Cavs? Yeah, get your ass to Philly, and then go to Detroit right after. Holy crap. I mean, they hate the Hawks. I mean, Atlanta will not go on the road anywhere from December 19th to December 27th, but I mean, they have like 5 straight home games, but holy crap, this schedule's brutal. Like, even beyond this, okay, yeah, get your ass to Detroit, come back home for 2 games, and then go back to DC, go down to Charlotte. Oh my God, go up to Charlotte. This is crazy. I'm taking the Hawks to beat San Antonio. It's an injured Spurs team. It's a really injured Spurs team. They did win the other night against the Memphis Grizzlies, but a lot of teams can beat the Grizzlies right now. Vassell is playing. It was Dylan Harper is not playing, obviously. Regardless, though, no Wembanyama, no Harper, no Castle. Those are piling up, man. Those are piling up. I know, again, these guys have been out for quite a bit, or at least we've known these guys are going to be out. The Wembanyama thing's a little bit tricky. Again, I've said it before, like, I hope Wembanyama does not have a long string of injuries, and obviously with his height and his size, it just historically those guys like him have seen a bunch of injuries problems. I hope, again, Wemby's different and just what he does, we'll see. Regardless, though, it's been a De'Aaron Fox-led effort for San Antonio with the Wembanyama absence, and obviously with no Harper, obviously, there too, but no Stephon Castle, as well as the reigning Rookie of the Year. It's been a lot of De'Aaron Fox recently. De'Aaron Fox against Memphis, 26 points on 10 of 20 shooting in 33 minutes. The other game without Wembanyama against the Sacramento Kings, 28 points again against his former team on 11 of 20 shooting, 4 for 8 from the three-point line, 11 assists as well in 35 minutes. Yes, De'Aaron Fox is playing really good basketball, and they also have Harrison Barnes playing too. I mean, I feel like it's Sacramento all over again, right? I don't know if they're ready for this pace, though. You just don't know what the Hawks are going to do to you some nights, because they will shoot a million three-pointers, and it's rinse and repeat every single night, but it works. It's a million shots. We're not afraid to shoot it. We're not afraid to take 5 seconds of the shot clock and then put one up. They don't care. It's a play with pace team, and they're doing it without Trae Young. They're going to get so much better when Young is back. Now, injuries tonight get a little tricky for Atlanta. We don't know if Zachary Rissachet, the number 1 overall pick last season, is going to play. He's currently questionable with the hip injury. And then Kristaps Porzingis is questionable with the knee injury. So we shall see on both those guys. I've said it before, though. No Porzingis. It sucks. Onyeka's playing lights out, man. Every single game. The work, and sure, rebounding-wise, he's not obviously close to Porzingis. I wouldn't say. But regardless, Porzingis is a better rebounder. Regardless, though, that three-point ball on Onyeka Okongwu, oh my goodness. Since he hit 8 threes against Utah, yeah, it is bang, bang, bang. It is, it is greens all night long for Onyeka Okongwu. He's scoring at will right now. And it's not like, he's dominating inside. No, he's just sitting on the outside, being left open for 3. He keeps hitting. To the point now where teams are going to have to fully respect the 3-ball of Onyeka Okongwu, and that makes the rest of the Hawks more dangerous. How about Jalen Johnson, who's playing great basketball, right? Johnson's been very good this season. How about Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who was added to this team for depth, but such a big pickup for this team, man. Alexander Walker's scoring very well right now, very effective scorer. Dyson Daniels, the great barrier thief, defensive absolute monster. How about Vit Craigie has been that high arcing Craigie shot. It's money, man. Bench unit's not bad. Mohamed Gay, Keaton Wallace, Luke Kennard. Asa Newell is playing a little bit actually now, but really not part of the primary rotation yet. There's guys on this team, man. I really think so. And my reasoning for picking Atlanta here is I don't think the Spurs are ready for this run. I don't think the Spurs are ready for this pace. You look at some of the point totals Atlanta puts up, 124, 132, 130. Like, it is a lot of points every single night. And obviously, they couldn't get entirely going against Detroit, which ultimately led to their loss. I think they're going to score against San Antonio. And I don't really know if San Antonio is ready to put up 130 points tonight. Yeah, D Fox has been playing well. Can he do it again here? And can he put up... I mean, I think Fox is going to need about 35 tonight. And a favorable matchup, don't get me wrong, but like a team that's going to allow you to put up shots and are going to leave you open at times. But I'm going to take Atlanta in this game. I think they're great plus money. They're a great plus money spot here. I'm going to go Hawks money line plus 100 on the road in San Antonio here. I do believe they get it done. It's just a great value play here for the Hawks to close the night. Folks, thank y'all for watching our NBA Best Bets here for November 20th. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you did disagree with any of the picks. We'll be back tomorrow for more daily NBA Best Bets. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.